everybody, welcome to one more session of the series Meet the German Higher Education Institutions. I'm Natalia Trigo, here from the DAD team in Brazil. And today we have with us 3 excellent universities which you can consider for your exchange in Germany. So today here with us are the Hochschule Graduate School, the Südwestfalen University of Applied Sciences, and the Stralsund University of Applied Sciences. Just a few reminders: each institution will make a 10 to 15 minute presentation, and after each presentation after all presentation, you are free to ask questions. You can write your questions in the chat box along the presentations, and then the representatives will answer them. And also this session is being recorded and will be available later on our YouTube channel. So don't worry if you miss anything. So no further ado, I will give the word to our guests, starting with Mr. Koch, who will present the Hochschule Graduate School. Please turn your microphone and camera on, and the stage is yours.
Okay, so let me just share the screen. So hopefully I'm audible, and also my screen shall be visible, hopefully for you. Just a quick feedback that you can see. Okay, great. So first of all, bom dia a todos. É com grande satisfação que apresento a Universidade de Hof e os programas da nossa escola de pós-graduação. No entanto, farei a apresentação em inglês, então eu vou mudar para inglês agora. So, first of all, hello to everybody. My name is Professor Christoph Koch. I am working as a professor at Hof University, and in particular, I'm the head of the study program Sustainable Engineering and Project Management in our graduate school at Hof University. So I will guide you through a couple of slides that is in which I'm trying to give you a short introduction into Hof University, a city called Hof that you might never have heard about because it's comparably small. And I will also give a short introduction into the study programs that are offered by our graduate school at Hof University. So first of all, just some, let's say, geographical information. So when you're trying to find Hof on a map, you have to look for Frankfurt, Prague, Berlin, and Munich, and then you have to draw 2 lines. And basically at the intersection, you will find the city called Hof. So you could say, or we could say that Hof is located in the heart of Europe, in the middle of Europe, and it belongs to the federal state of Bavaria. So it's in the very north of Bavaria. I guess you know the famous federal capital Munich, but Hof also is part of the federal state of Bavaria. So just in order to give you some guidance how to find Hof on a map. So Hof is, as I said, comparably small. So we have around about 40 to 50,000 inhabitants. I think the accurate number, the accurate number is 45,000 inhabitants. So compared to Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, that's I would say a tiny city. But we are quite well connected via train to Munich, to Berlin, as well as to Prague. So you can focus on your studies in Hof and maybe find some more exciting places that are connected by train. Hof, and I would say the region around Hof is has a very high industrial density. So we have a lot of small and medium-sized companies in this region. So a lot of manufacturing companies that are located around Hof and in Hof. So that's, I think, the typical company size. BMW is, of course, located in Munich, but a lot of suppliers also located in the region of Hof. So we have a lot of industry, but of course also a lot of nature. So you can see here some pictures on the left side of Hof. So we have a very nice lake where you can enjoy the I think the evenings or afternoons in summer times. Today we have 34 degrees, 33 degrees here in Hof. So I think a lot of students right now you can find at this lake called Untreusee. And next to this, the beautiful nature around Hof, we have also some cultural events like the festivals and other cultural events in Hof. I don't want to spend too much time on the city of Hof, and also would like to give you an introduction of the campus, so our university. So here you can see some pictures of our university. So our university has a bit less than 4,000 students, but a very high degree of international students. So it's actually 25% of our students do have an international background. So of course, mainly from India and Latin America, we have a lot of students here in Hof. So I would say Hof and the campus of Hof University is an international island in this region. So our university has 4 departments. So we have a business department, computer science department, engineering, and my department, which is the interdisciplinary and innovative sciences department. So in our department, as the name already indicates, we are a wild bunch of different researchers and lecturers, scholars. So we have scholars or lecturers with a engineering background like me, and also IT background and economics background, because we want to create an interdisciplinary research, let's say, environment. And this is why we thought, okay, one department that connects all the other departments. Then we have our graduate school. So this is our continuing education programs, mostly in or completely in English. So this is the programs. These are the programs that are very attractive for international students. And we have also a lot of research ongoing, focusing on green tech and sustainability. So sustainability is one of the, let's say, main focal areas of our university. And this is also what my study program is all about. It's about sustainable engineering and project management. So Hof also has, as I said, has a lot of international students, 25%. We are focusing on, or we are very attractive for Indian and also Latin American students. So on the left side here, you can see our current students coming from Brazil. So they are actually right now spending one semester abroad here at Hof University. So I thought I could make a picture of them and also share it with you, because as you can see, the jerseys, they're quite proud of the Seleção, of course. So we have a focus on Latin America. We have already existing exchange programs with some Brazilian universities, especially with University of Sao Paulo, which is a massive and huge university. 5 students per semester are participating in this exchange program. So we are, I would say, quite used also to Brazilian students on our campus. All the students from abroad, they have the option to work as a student assistant in our labs, in our institutes. And yeah, basically, I would say that Latin America is one of our main focus in the, let's say, strategy of internationalization of our university. So you will find a lot of Colombian, Mexican, and Brazilian students also on our campus. So as the city is comparably small, the expenses for living are quite moderate compared to other German cities. So I don't do the entire math and calculation here, but with around about 900 euros per month, you can basically cover all your expenses. In Munich, I think for a shared apartment, you already have to pay 900 euros. So with 900 euros, you can basically cover all your expenses here in Hof, because the rent especially the rent is very low compared to other cities in Bavaria. So what you need to prove always when you are applying for a student visa is always the financial proof of around about 930 euros per month. I think for 1 year, 11,000 euros. That is normally required for the visa by the German embassy. So this is something what you need to have blocked on a bank account normally. But that's a visa issue and not part of university regulations. So just as let's say, a key message here, the living expenses in Hof are comparably small compared to other cities, especially in Bavaria. Then coming to our graduate school, so our Escola de Postgraduação. So our programs are designed for students that have at least 1 year of professional work experience. So after your graduation, you go out and work for a company or industry, and then after 1 year, we offer these programs for you. It's basically the 5 main programs. We have our, let's say, main course, which is operational excellence. So the operational excellence is a MBA and Master of Engineering program, which is can be seen as an industrial engineering program that is designed for industrial engineers. Then we have a general management program, a digitalization and innovation program, the sustainable engineering and project management program that I'm heading, and then that's a bit specific, the software engineering for industrial applications program. This is not an MBA, but a Master of Engineering program. So these are our 5 programs that we have that we offer in our graduate school, basically. So all taught in English. So this is just a summary of it. So for the general management program, this is open to basically all kinds of bachelors. So there's no special focus area in your bachelor's needed. Operational excellence, which is an industrial engineering program. Therefore, we would require a Bachelor of Engineering. The D&I, so Digitalization and Innovation program, this is also open to basically every bachelor's course. So with every bachelor's degree, you can study this course. And the Sustainable Engineering and Project Management course is also designed for engineering students. So students who have graduated in any field of engineering with their bachelor's degree. And then we have our more IT related topic, which is the software engineering. And here you have to prove a bachelor in IT or related areas. So this is a bit flexible because it always depends a bit on your let's say IT background and what kind of IT background you have. So in all courses except from the software engineering course, and that's why I said it's a bit special. We also require a basic a German level A1. So this is what we would require, that you have a basic A1 German level. Although the course is completely taught in English, in order to bring you up to B1 in the first 2 semesters, you need to prove a basic German skill set at the beginning. That's important because of the integration into, let's say, the city itself and the university, and maybe for internships, it's always good to have a basic knowledge of German. So I don't want to go into the details of the courses. Just remember what kind of courses we have. So what is the same for all courses, that they are fully taught in English, as we've seen it before. The duration of these MBA programs and Master of Engineering programs is always 4 semesters, which is basically 2 years. We are offering the first 2 semesters as theoretical semesters. So you have to, basically, you are studying at the university for the first 2 semesters. So you are studying in total 6 modules per semester. So for the first 2 semesters, it's 12 modules. And then the third semester is blocked for your internship. So you're spending 6 months in a company for your internship to get a first, let's say, a glimpse of the German labor market and German companies and how it works. So therefore, the internship is very important in the third semester. And then in the fourth semester, this is basically reserved for your master thesis. So you're writing a master thesis for 6 months. This can be combined with an internship. So you're working maybe on a practical problem for your master thesis, or you can also write it, or you can also write your master thesis in one of our research institutes at the university campus. So this is then basically up to you if you prefer a practical oriented master thesis, or if it should be a more, let's say, research oriented in our research labs. So for all the programs, we have a study fee of 3,300 euros per semester. And then there's a little fee on top for the student union fee, which is around about 150 euros per semester. So the internship in the third and fourth semester is usually paid by the company, and you will receive round about just a rough value of, that's the experience we have made, of 1,000 euros per month. So here the unit is missing, it's 1,000 euros per month. And of course, the internships, they serve as a door opener for also job opportunities, because the companies really have time to get to know you, and of course you get to know the company. So this is really a good option. We also have the option of getting some extra money. So it's basically, it depends on your study performance. So when you belong to the top 10% of the first and second semester, there will be an extra fee paid to you, which covers around about 2,000 euros. So which would cover then the semester fee, or 80% of one semester fee. That depends on your study performance. So then, why starting at Hof University? So as a University of Applied Science, of course, our teaching is based on application-oriented knowledge. The professors normally have a high academic expertise and a long-term experience in companies. So in my case, I was working for 7 years for a big industry company in Germany before joining the university as a professor. So there's also a strong connection to companies. We have a very international atmosphere on the campus. And one big plus is, of course, that we have our own language school and language center at the university. So the German language course will be an integral part of your study course. So when you're coming with A1 language skills in German, in the first semester, you have to study to A2. And in the second semester, you will study to B1 level. So that's what we're really putting a high emphasis on your German skills, because that's what is required at the end from the German labor market. And this will, of course, enhance your career perspectives at the end. So we will support you with finding accommodation in Hof. So that's what our graduate school and our international office is really focusing on, the support for accommodation. We have also some social and academic programs and integration courses for you. You can check the videos. There's some ideas of how it might look like, the welcome weeks and the social networking events that we have on our campus. Okay, so the academic calendar, I think that's the same for all universities. So I think this is not too interesting, in order to save some time for my colleagues. Just as a last slide, the admission requirements: you have to come with a bachelor's degree that covers at least 180 ECTS. You need to prove a certain level of English proficiency, and except from the software engineering program, also some basic language skills in German are required, as well as 1 year of relevant work experience. So then we have the APS, which is only relevant for students from China, India, and Vietnam. Maybe that's not relevant for you, but that's a special document checked by the German embassy. Okay, so that's it. I'm not sure about the organization of or the handling of question, I think there will be some time after the presentations. So I will stay in the call, and then I'll be very happy to answer your questions at the very end of the call. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kor, for your presentation. Yes, we'll have time to answer all questions in a bit. But first, we'll hear about the Südwestfalen University of Applied Sciences. So you can turn your camera off, please, Mrs. It's already on. So I'll give the word to you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to welcome you to Fachhochschule Südwestfalen. Does it work now? Can you see my PowerPoint presentation now?
We can see your presentation now, yes.
Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Valerie Wohlforst. I'm professor for business administration with a focus on controlling at our university and course director for the study program International Management and Information Systems. Today I will present you 4 different study programs in the area of business and IT and an engineering program. I would like to give you a good gut feeling today because I know you have to make a very tough decision. You are sitting in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, around this area maybe, and have to decide on a study program which is located in Germany, or let's say between 3 study programs all located in Germany, so far away. And this is so hard to decide that I don't want to change with you. So I'm really admiring your decision that you have this courage to think about studying in Germany. And I hope that I can contribute a little bit today in making your decision and give you a good gut feeling what you want to do. We are not really in competition with each other because we have all different study programs, and I hope that I can give you some insights about our study programs at our university, because in the end you must have a good gut feeling what you want to do. So, international study programs at, we say, Fachhochschule Südwestfalen in Soest. We are providing excellent education in a multicultural experience. And here you see our team of lecturers, and I think they all look like having a very good mood. And this is usually also transferred to our students. So you probably ask yourself, where is Soest and what is Soest? It is located in the center of North Rhine-Westphalia, which is again in the center of Germany. My colleague just asked me, where are you located? Is it in the west or in the north? No, it's, I would say, directly in the middle. And yeah, you have access to all big metropolises from Soest, good connections from Hamm, and also we are in the center of Europe. We are a public university. That means we don't have study fees except of these 150 euros per semester for the semester ticket. And I don't want to show off with all these features of our university. All universities have a good reputation here, so I would just like to move on to Soest. Soest is one of our study locations. We have several ones, and our study programs that I would like to present today are located in Soest. It is a relatively mid-sized city. You would probably say small city, 50,000 inhabitants. And we also have a very traditional atmosphere in the center of the city center. And there is a, they say, 5th season. It's not really like the carnival in Rio, but for the Soest people, it is, okay? So it's just a small carnival. We don't dress up, but we call it Kirmes. It's a folks festival with a lot of carousels inside the city center. And you really have the feeling that the roller coaster is going into the next building. Good. But Soest is not your main place. I guess it's more interesting to see where exactly you will study. And this is the campus in Soest. Our campus has nearly 4,000 students with more than 1,000 international ones. So you see here a typical picture. We have really students from all over the world. And if you ask me, it is one of the most beautiful campuses in Germany. Sorry to my colleagues, but I have studied at other universities by myself and at big universities. And I know what I'm talking about. It's really beautiful. You see, we have these cherry trees outside, and it's a really comfortable atmosphere. We have several faculties at our university in Soest, and we are located at the Faculty of Electrical Engineering. And our engineers are very proud of this machine. It's a process automation machine. And Ms. Kertana is the representative for our engineering program today. In the background, she will answer your questions. I'm a business person. Sorry, I can't tell you in detail what this machine is exactly doing, but it shows that our research and our students also have practical automation techniques and practical tools to work with, and also learn to use those tools directly in our university and not just have to do this in companies. At our faculty, we have 4 English-speaking study programs. Of course, I don't reject you if you're interested in Elektrotechnik and Wirtschaftsingenieurwesen, but they are 100% taught in German. Anyway, I would like to present these 4 English-speaking study programs today: Business Administration with Informatics, International Management and Information Systems, International Management Information Systems Online, that is a work and study program, and Advanced Engineering and Engineering Management. So first of all, I would like to invite you to collect your own information. We have websites behind these QR codes for each of those study programs. So all of those 3 study programs over here combine general business, a general education in business, with a focus in applied informatics. This applied informatics means that we are following all these latest trends and hypes at the moment. I could mention all these buzzwords. I'm saying buzzwords to the informatic guys, like artificial intelligence, AI, business intelligence, business analytics, then SAP or ERP systems in general. So really those trends, digital transformation, not to forget, all those trends that are currently really demanded by the companies. And I can promise you, the companies are really pulling out the students from our university to practice because the German labor market needs you. And this is not exaggerated, honestly. So this is what these study programs have in common. You see, they're all taught in English. And we all have a very high service level that I will show you afterwards. But they have different approach, or they have different target groups. Here, first of all, we have a bachelor degree. So for those who have not studied a bachelor yet, but want to start with a bachelor degree, this could be your entrance level, and it lasts 7 semesters and starts in winter term. This master program, International Management and Information Systems, addresses those students who already have a bachelor degree with 210 ECTS and a certain English level requirement. I will show you the details later on. This third study program, we abbreviate IMIS Online, is for those students who have already done a bachelor and already have a job and say, I don't want to skip my jobs because I'm earning good money and I want to benefit from my current work experience and study in parallel. So you don't have to skip your jobs. You can keep your jobs. You study 100% online. You can do this from your home country, or you're also always invited to visit Germany, no problem. But some countries also have visa issues, and for those countries, it is easier to study from abroad. And the last one, advanced engineering and engineering management, is a completely different approach. It doesn't have so much business content like these other business and IT subjects. It doesn't have so much IT background, but it is focusing on engineering and combines it with management. So if this is something for you, please feel invited to scan these QR codes and collect detailed information. We would also like to invite you to scan this QR code over here now and insert your information, your last name, first name, and your email address, and click the study program or programs in which you are interested. And then we will send an email to you afterwards and provide you with more detailed information. Let's briefly dive into BBA, Business Administration with Informatics. So for those of you who want to study a bachelor course, it is full-time 7 semesters. We start with a winter term in October, and you will gain 210 ECTS. We only teach in English, and you will have a general education in business plus applied informatics. We have nearly 100% international students. A very few Germans are also there, but I think they're just 2%. So most of us come from international countries, and it's not just we have a majority from one country, we are really spread over the whole world. We provide a lot of extra courses in which you can find your specialization. For example, Excel courses, job application training, in which we make you fit for applications in Germany, self-development courses, and so on. In contrast to the previous study program, you don't need to know any German at all. You can come to Germany, study 100% in English, and leave Germany without having spoken any single German word. This is unlikely, I'm promising you. At least you will say 1 beer, please, in Germany. But we provide optional German courses. And the regular study experience is that students come to Germany, they don't speak German, they study in English, and then they do our optional German courses. And over time, they do an internship in our study program that you can integrate. They get a foot in the door in the companies, and then they learn German by working in those companies, plus their German courses at our universities. And this was never a problem. I'm meeting my alumni and they speak suddenly German to me, which is completely, I don't know, surprising me because I'm not used to it. So you need English requirements, and that is a 6.5 band score for the IELTS grade. The application period for this study program ends on 15th of July for international students. So if you want to apply, do it now. Okay, and here we have collected some main reasons why to study BBA. Here is our contact information if you have further questions. Okay, quickly, IMIS. IMIS is the master program corresponding to the bachelor degree, but you don't have to study the bachelor degree from our study program in advance. That's not necessary. You can also study at a different university. We have the same basic idea. We can combine general business with latest trends in IT. But of course, as this is a master program, we only have 3 semesters and you must gain 90 ECTS. We start in summer term. Okay, and we got best rankings in the CHE ranking provided by a very reputed German organization. In the first semester, we teach in presence to get to know each other and to get to know the teaching style and so on, to make contacts. The second semester provides the option to do an internship, plus you must have some obligatory modules which are taught online. And the third semester is sacrificed for research. We strongly focus on this blended learning approach. That means some modules are provided online, and we have a very interactive e-learning approach that my colleague has strongly guided. These are our countries. You see, we also have South American students, also from Brazil. These are just some typical companies in which our students do their internships. Some students think, okay, how shall I find an internship in Germany if I don't speak German? That has never been a problem. You see many famous German companies here. One of my most favorite is Puma and Bosch and SAP. We have just been to SAP last week and visited the company, and they're really interested in our students. Great, so these are the requirements. We have, you have to have a bachelor degree with a certain grade and certain IELTS test. I think you can check this later if you are interested in that. Good, and these are once again the main reasons. We have no tuition fee except of these 150 euros for your semester ticket. You must apply until 15th of October this year if you want to take part from April 26. Okay. A brief look on the online course. This requires a study fee because it's a private study program, and it lasts 4 semesters and addresses those students who want to keep your jobs. So if you calculate a little bit, you earn your wage each month and have to pay 2,200 per semester, but can stay basically in your home countries and so on. So you can easily calculate, even with a flight, it might be even cheaper to study this study program. But of course, you have an online experience and not this full-time study experience in Germany. Okay. And you must apply until July 31st this year if you want to join from October. Okay, so you still have the chance. And these are my colleagues for contact. Finally, the engineering program is focusing on engineering modules plus business. So we highlight advanced engineering topics plus engineering management, the business part. Here you can see some application fields, and you have the chance to choose 3 different electives or course directions: electric systems, mechatronic systems, and mechanical systems. I think you know these companies as well, and these are the requirements. You can check this later on. This should not be your first decision. And here we also have some reasons why you can study AEM. The deadline is 16th of October for international students. And these are your contacts. Miss Kertana is here available. If you have any questions, she will answer your questions in the chat. And finally, I want to highlight that we do a lot for our international students. We all know that your families are at home, and we have a lot of activities so that you don't get homesick, so that we replace your family just a little bit. We have a lot of activities that you see here on the pictures, and I would like you to check all those multinational environments here that we have on our campus. So I'm pretty sure that you will find new friends from all over the world. Or we sometimes say you come as foreigners and you leave with friends from all over the world. Please check our social media access, and this will be our next sessions if you are interested. So once again, the websites, and please feel free to scan this form to get further information from us. Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I'm sorry, we have a short time, for all universities, and it is a lot of information. So I do recommend you watching our recording in our YouTube channel later on. So we will move along to our last university of the day, which is the Stralsund University of Applied Sciences. So Ms. Weber, thank you very much for being here, and the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, and everyone, a really warm welcome. After being to the very south of Germany and the middle of Germany, the heart of Europe, we're now going to the north, and I would like to share my presentation with you to share and tell you a little bit about our University of Applied Sciences. So, hello from the beach. It's not where I am right now, but you can see that our university is there because we're in the very northeast of Germany, as you can. Oh, wait a second, I have to. Now it's working. That you can see here, we're in the very northeast of Germany, really close to the Baltic Sea and also the biggest island of Germany, which is Rügen. So we are always like Mrs. Wolfer said, like, yeah, the most beautiful campus in Germany, but maybe that's Stralsund because of our location just. So this is Stralsund. It's an historic city and it's part of the UNESCO World Heritage. It was founded in really medieval times, like many, many years ago. And as you can see, it is located on an island, the old town. So you really have, with this like small city with like more or less 60,000 inhabitants, you're having some really scenic views and everything. So let's see around us. This is the surrounding of Stralsund. So we're having our federal capital with this kind of fairy tale castle. We're having the chalk cliffs on Rügen, the biggest island of Germany. We're having great beaches just like you have in Brazil. I mean, yours might even be a bit greater than ours, but ours are still really nice. So you could come and check this out. So this is how it looks like here. And there may be something that I would like to add, that it is always good to come here in summer, because as you might already have heard, there was winters in Germany are quite dark and cold. So this is how it looks in summer, just as a small hint. Our university is quite young. It was founded right after the Berlin Wall came down and the two Germanys reunited. It was founded in September 1991 with 175 students. So at the moment we have like more or less about like 2,000 students studying at our universities in our three faculties, with the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, and the Faculty of Business Studies. And we are a pretty young and innovative university with a fully modern equipment, and which is pretty important for us and always to also tell our students and also to prospective students that we might be small. Like our city is not that big, as my colleague said before, like in comparison to Rio or to Sao Paulo. It's really, really small, but the good point about that is that we really do have a really good relationship between staff and students, also between professors and students. Like they know your name, they know what you're doing, they know what you're working on, and they support you. So you're not just like a number, but you're really a person studying at our university, and it is their kind of their goal to make you succeed in your studies. So I think that is pretty important about that. We are a campus university. That means that all our facilities are in one place. They are like, as you can see, the blue thing there, that's the water. So we're really close to the water, like a 5-minute walk or something. And we have everything in this place, like the student housing and the canteen and the faculties and the administrative building. So it's really a familiar place where you can go and where you can stay and meet people, like short ways to get around. So that's especially when you're coming from abroad, pretty easy to see that you're not lost. So, and to give you a short impression of our university, I would love to ask the DID to show our image film, which gives you an overview about our university, about our faculties, but especially, and this is something I will tell later about the students teams that we have. And please keep in mind, these are our real students from our universities, and thank you very much for playing this. I can hear no sound.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams. Boy and every girl, you could fly higher than the shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Yeah, the times are changing everywhere. Do we dream? Do we dare? It's up to you. The door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today. Learn the part and join the play. The world is here. Let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Larger, larger than, bigger, bigger than, living hopes and dreams. Every boy and girl, higher, higher than, brighter, brighter than, on you. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can live all you ever you could.
Thank you very much. So that was like a short impression of our university, how it really is, because as I said, these are all our students, and these are they are studying there, working in the studying teams and everything. So and it really is great for international students as well, because if you don't have those teams, it's really easy to get connection with them. So I also think, like, we do have many study programs, but as my colleague said before, I think the English ones might be most important or interesting for you. So I want to talk about them. And like, first of all, we do not charge any fees for the study program. So the only thing that you will have to pay will be like an administrative fee of about, I think, like €100 per semester, but there aren't any fees for our study programs. So that's like to say in the beginning. We do have 6 international programs or English programs, 2 on bachelor's level, both from the Faculty of Business Studies, and 4 on master's level, 2 from the business studies, 1 from the mechanical engineering, and 1 from the electrical engineering and computer sciences. So on bachelor's level, we do have our bachelor in leisure and tourism management, which is mostly taught in English. It's not 100% English, but it's mostly taught in English, and it has the focus on international business and tourism. And you will also have the joy to learn like a second language, like a second foreign language, like Swedish or Spanish or French. And it has, what we have to do is to make an internship and also a mandatory semester abroad. But you also have the chance to gain a double degree with other universities that we are cooperating with. And just in case that you have any questions regarding this program, my dear colleague Swanti, she's here on the call as well. She studied this one and also the master coming after that. So if you have any questions, just like type it in the chat and ask her. She knows everything about that. And our second English bachelor, which is like totally taught in English, it's International Management Studies in the Baltic Sea region. Has a focus on digitalization, on innovation, on business models, with this focus on the Baltic Sea region, which is due to our location, apparently, but it's still like international management studies. There is also a mandatory semester abroad and also the opportunity to gain a double degree with other universities. I think in Finland and Sweden, for example, just to, if you're interested in that. On master level, we're having 2 master degrees from the School of Business Studies. One is as well in tourism. It's tourism development strategies and has like a focus on sustainability, innovation, digitalization. It is quite flexible depending on what kind of bachelor you have and how many ECTS you gain during the bachelor. So it can be from 2 to 4 semesters. And it also has the opportunity to gain a double degree, I think, with Bologna. And it also consists of an international excursion. So this is part of the study program. And also we do have international innovation management, which might be really interesting, especially for persons who are working, like my colleague said before. There is the opportunity to work and to study like part-time. And the good thing about that master is that it's mostly online. So you will have a few meetings in person, but it's mostly online. So that makes it really easy to study this master in international management and in innovation management and communications, and also like in artificial intelligence, how to use that in this field, like part-time. It also consists of an international excursion as well. In the field of engineering, we do have 2 masters. One is simulation and system design, that is based on our Faculty of Mechanical Engineering. It's mostly about logistics and production and the computer tools that lie beneath this, with a technical specialization with business topics. It's like 3 or 4 semesters and it's completely in English. And we are having our renewable energies and e-mobilities master in the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, also fully taught in English. It is 3 or 4 semesters, and to apply for that, you will have to need a background in like electrical engineering, physics, or something like. But it focuses mostly on hydrogen technologies, fuel cell technologies, and the like. So these are our English taught programs. If you are maybe not really convinced yet to spend your whole studies here at Stralsund, you may start with a semester abroad to like going here, checking it out, everything. There we will have the deadlines for winter and summer semester. Once again, I really recommend the summer semester. And we do have some partner universities in Brazil, especially. So we might be able to fund your stay here with the Erasmus Plus funding. So maybe check that out and see if we are partners and that we can work together, and then you could get a funding for that, which is also eligible for our spring and summer school. So we do have 2 short-term programs that we have here regularly. One is our spring school on renewable energies and hydrogen technologies, where you have seminars, labs, exchanges with international lecturers, international students, and mostly about this, how we can transform our energy system to a more sustainable one. And there are no petition fees, and you can get more information on the link here. It is a really successful program running since 1993, and always looking on what is happening, what can we do, and it's really a practical one. We are University of Applied Sciences, so that's our approach and everything of that. And we also have our summer program, Sustain MV, which is a 2-week international program organized by all the universities of our federal state, with a focus on sustainability in all its approaches, like from every side, looking what can we do in renewable energies, what can we do on the social side, what can we do in innovation or recycling or whatever. And we do have seminars, workshops, lectures there, excursions as well. And this is also a program without any participation fees. Unfortunately, the application is closed for this year because we are starting next month. So maybe it will be interesting for you to just check it out, check out the link and see if you could join next year. Maybe we would be really happy to have you there. Also, I mean, you're coming, if you come to Stralsund University, you'll be part of our international network, but just to let you know, we do have more than 100 partner organizations worldwide, like in Europe, especially in Latin America, which is one of our focus regions, but also in the US and Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. And we are also part of the European University Unicoast, which is an alliance of 12 partners from the France Antilles to Romania, working on topics that are of interest in islands, ports, and coastal territories. So what is great about that is it offers us a lot of research and exchange opportunities that all our students also can take part of. I think my colleagues also said it before, like we are all like pretty small universities, but we all have a pretty high percentage of international students. And Stralsund is about like 23% coming from all over the world, especially from Latin America, but also from India or Pakistan or the African continent. So all of our international students, they will get a room in our accommodation on campus. Like I showed you on the campus map, we do have this accommodation directly on campus. Those are the 2-story residential buildings in a kind of Swedish style, where you can stay, and it starts from 180 euros for a double room. And so this is quite a cheap and safe place to get an accommodation here at our university. And all of our international students, they will get a space there. They will get their room there. So you don't have to like call a lot of landlords or browse around or something. You just have to apply early, and then you will get your room in there. I think I started saying about our student teams when promoting the video I just showed. So our campus life is pretty diverse. We do have many student teams, like in sports, in practical fields of their studies. Like here on the left, with a yellow background, you can see our hydrogen car racing team, the Tiger team, and they just came back from Poland, from the Shell Eco Marathon, winning the 7th time in a row the European Championship for the most efficient hydrogen car. So they are pretty successful, which are many of the teams, and it's always a great opportunity to get together with people and to meet people and to work together with them and to especially like apply what you just learned, because we're University of Applied Sciences. So that's how it should work here. They are also organizing parties. We're having this party where the professors are the DJs playing for the students, which is always great. And for sure, we're having some special programs for our international students, like the International Welcome Week, and also a buddy program. That means when you're coming here, you will get a buddy that will help you through the first, like, administrative and everything troubles that you might have. So just to round this up, like, reasons to come here is like we have in small groups. You're not just a number. You are really like a person with a name and a goal or something. We are a great location, close to the sea, safe and very easy to handle. And we're offering low cost. Like living costs are pretty low here with the rent starting from 180 euros. No comparison to Berlin or Hamburg or anything. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to contact my dear colleague, Swantje Diemer, who's here as well, who's our incoming coordinator, or as well ask any questions for Christina, who's also on this in this meeting. She's from the study counseling and knows everything about our study programs, admission tasks, and everything. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Weber, for your presentation. I will also like to invite the other representatives now to open their cameras. We are getting to the end of our event. Our time is actually already up. We have some questions in the chat. I see most of them have already been answered. And some of them are about scholarships, and I strongly recommend you to check out the DAD website for scholarship opportunities. We have a lot of opportunities for Brazilian students and researchers, so I'll put in the link in the chat box and you can contact us anytime. I think maybe if you representatives would like to add something to the questions that were made in the chat, now's a good time, because we have had any new questions that weren't answered, but I can still give a few more minutes for you to complement anything you'd like to. There are some questions about master degrees in process automation and SAP, also about professional experience, if the internship is considered, and about sustainability program at Hof University. We have also a question about dual citizenships for Brazilian students with German Brazilian citizenship. That's overall the questions. So if you would like to add something.
Not specifically to the question, but maybe just in general. I think, but my colleague, Ms. Wolfenhorst, has summarized it in a very nice way. So whatever your choice may be, I just can strongly encourage you to take the chance and study abroad, because this is a very unique experience. I also made it by myself. So I was studying in Brazil at University of Sao Paulo for 1 year. So it was really nice and very good experience. So I just can recommend you to go either to Stralsund or to Soest or even to Hof. But take the chance and study abroad. So that would just be my message. So nothing very special regarding the questions in the chat now.
Thank you, Mr. Koch. Mrs. Wolfhorst.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, we also have this Deutschlandstipendium, but I think all the other universities have the same. But in order to apply for that, you need to start your studies first. So that's usually the process. You start and then you can apply for scholarships. But to be honest, there are so many working students positions that our students take, and you can also integrate your internship in our study program, that you will find a way to finance your studies, trust me. So currently the German labor market is still demanding, and so sometimes we professors we would rather prefer that our students focus more on their studies, but in our case nearly 80% of our students work 50% as working students. So that these are 19 hours per week, so nearly 50%. So this is so much demanded by our companies in Germany that you will find a job position, don't worry.
Thank
Good.
you.
Yeah, and then we can...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no
Please go ahead.
problem. Then I can just encourage you to take the contact to our student assistants, Arnold Young and Ms. Ketana. I can also go out of the meeting if you want to have an unbiased picture on our study programs. You can ask them. Okay, thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you, Ms. Weber.
I think, yeah, that's really something I would like to do as well, that take the chance. I think there are possibilities. You, like our international students, they are working too to get the money for the students, so that's really not a problem. And please feel free to get in touch with us. Like I said, like our incoming coordinator, she studied at our universities, so also we do have student assistants working in the international office, knowing like everything about that and helping you with everything like this. So just feel free to get in touch with them and take this chance, because I think it's, yeah, could be great.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, our time is up and we have to end our event, but I would like to thank you all for being here today, for taking the time to present the study programs of such wonderful universities. And also thank you for everyone who's watching at home. And you can also contact the DED for more information, and you can rewatch the session on YouTube, as I said, to get the presentations again if you missed any information. And have a good day. Thank you all very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.